Alright, we're at the home of Mrs. Lange, and we're looking at doing some siding work. This is an investment property, a rental property. She's between tenants right now and is wanting to get certain things addressed, one of those being the Hardie plank. So we do have a lot of ins and outs on this project, so we want to do this video pretty carefully so we can make sure that we touch on everything. But starting over here, this is actually the right side of the home. It is by far the largest wall that there is. We're going to look at doing obviously all siding. We'll be doing a select Sierra 8, all vertical per the HOA. There's only two colors. There's a Sherwin-Williams color, which is what we're looking at. Then there is a Behr approved color, which is actually a better color, which the missus does prefer. So we'll just match that with our Sherwin-Williams. It's actually a softer brown. It's not so dark. So that's the color she would prefer. So we'll do that color as opposed to this Sherwin-Williams color. It's called a plantation brown. That's the one we'll not use. So that's on all sidewall areas. We are tearing off. In some areas there is a styrofoam backer, so we'll use that. We'll do our Tyvek and then install. If there's not a styrofoam backer, we will be attaching a 7/16 inch OSB directly to the studs, and then coming over the top with our 4x8 sheets. So that's our sidewall specs. Wherever there is fascia, fascia's in decent condition. Some places in very bad condition. Fascia we're going to overlay with a 5/16 inch. And then the drip edge, in most cases, is pretty bad. Where it has been replaced, it was replaced with just like a MDF board, just not done correctly. So we will install a 1x4 drip edge up under the integrated drip of the metal roof. And then on anywhere there's fascia exposed, we will be overlaying with a 5/16 inch fascia. In most cases, it's a 6-inch fascia that we're dealing with. So this is the first wall here that we'll address. This area, she's going to dig back and put like a French drain here, just so the dirt isn't constantly going into the Hardie. This area here, it's hard to see on the video, but the Hardie actually would start here. So all of this is foundation. So good news, we don't need to worry about that. On this wall, we are going all the way back past the fence to the brick wall, which is here. That's all her property. We'll just have to get her neighbor's permission. Okay, coming around the front, we have some area in here. This wall, this is going to be important. This wall we're leaving out of the project. There's Hardie below the T111. So she installed Hardie previously. The HOA kind of balked at it, so she put T111 back up over that. So under this wall, it's pretty clearly understood. If the Hardie, because of the nailing, is in bad condition, we'll add it in on a change order. But as for the proposal I'm putting together today, this wall is not included. This window is included to wrap it, but the wall is not included with Hardie. Here, basically starting here, this wall and door will all be done with the Hardie plank. Wrapping of the door frame here will all be done. This porch ceiling will be painted. Now we have a couple issues with the porch ceiling. As we continue around here, you can see more of the wall on the back. Well, it's actually the right side of the garage. All doors, all siding will be done in Hardie plank. Now here, there's an 8 by probably 1.75 area of soft porch ceiling that we need to replace from rot. So the roof issue has been taken care of, obviously, with the metal roof. This will all be replaced. This panel here, 8 foot by about 1.75 foot, will be replaced, and we will paint the entire underside of the porch ceiling. This little apron above here has already been done in the Select Sierra, so no worries there. This wall will be done on the back side of the garage. This wall with the it looks like probably a 5-foot glider will be done. These two windows up top here will be trimmed in Hardie plank. All of this area over here has already been done in Hardie plank. I'm coming around to the front. Here's an area here where they kind of just mixed in some drip edge. It wasn't done correctly. So this area especially, drip edge, fascia overlay, drip edge, fascia overlay behind the gutter here, and then right here, drip edge, fascia overlay. Now coming to the Here we have nothing up there. It just dies into brick, which is nice. Here, this is the worst condition as far as the drip edge, especially this area right here, completely rotten. Here too, I just noticed this. There's holes in there, so kind of looks like either termites or ants. About 2.5 feet in from the brick pillar, right about here, there's holes in the wood. So we're going to have to inspect that to see what we see in there. Hopefully it's not termites. I'll address it. I didn't see it on our walk around with Mrs. Lange, so I'll make sure that we address that with her as soon as I'm done with the video. This wall will be done. These windows will be wrapped. Here you can see the styrofoam backer right there. So that's wherever we have that, we'll just Tyvek it and put our Hardie on top. Here we will remove the screen door, retrim both the side light and the front door in Hardie, paint the porch ceiling, and again here you see some really bad rot. So that all needs to be cut out and replaced. We will paint the gutters to the new bare color. So that's part of our scope of work as well. Nothing up top. So you can see this span up there. We're not doing anything up there. Okay, all down here, porch ceiling, and then this facing wall. This is actually, I think, the front of the house, but for the sake of my drawing, it's the back. So that's what we're looking at here. Again, just fascia overlay to get rid of all the problems that are presenting themselves so they don't get worse down the road. And then everywhere else, again, we have a hose bib, a GFI right here. There's the hose bib, there's the GFI. We're going to do some conduit on all the wires, so she's going to have the phone company out to tear out or figure out where all the dead wires are. The wires that are hot, we will put in some sort of conduit and paint for her, so it's a lot less visible. So that's part of what we're doing as well. Now, one more part on the back here. So this is actually the this will probably be the north-facing side of the garage. This is really bad. So this whole wall needs to be torn off regardless. Inspect the framing in some areas that I'm concerned about. Make sure that nothing's wrong there, and then continue on with our sheathing. There is no styrofoam backer here. So we're going to have to do a 7/16 inch OSB, Tyvek, and then Hardie. So that's on this wall here. On the foundation, it's painted the brown. So that's going to be painted the new bare color, and we will do that. But you can see here, it's just I could put my finger through that with no problem. And this part is really bad. This whole area here is crunchy, and you know it's all pretty much like that. So you need to be extra careful here, making sure there's no issues. We will paint the wall all the way out here. As you can see, the top, you can't see with the glare, this top here is not painted, nor is this side here. So all we're looking at is this north facing side here that will be painted. Coming around to the last little area, obviously the little apron above the garage, that is going to be addressed. It's had a lot of water exposure. It's really bowed out. So this whole area will tear off, inspect the framing, and continue on with our process. Now in here, this is really bad around the meters. There's a lot of water damage. So, you know, just want to make sure that we address that properly. We'll pull the electrical meter, the cable box, we'll pull that all off the wall, do the wall correctly, and then reattach the boxes. Be nice and neat, sealed up, never have this kind of water infiltration issue again like she does now. And that's pretty much our scope of work. I think we touched on everything. Like I said, a lot of details. It's not a typical, you know, rectangle home. So there's a lot of kind of little knickknacks that I wanted to make sure we address. Again, painting all gutters will be part of our scope of work, and all fascia overlay and drip edge where it is on the home. So that's about it. We really appreciate you having us out today, and we look forward to working with you. Again, for the sake of this job, the HOA meeting is on September 20th. And once they get approval, then we'll be in a position to begin the work and get the project in our queue. So again, we appreciate you having us out. We look forward to working on your project. Thank you.